On the Radio is brought to you by Zurich Insurance, the perfect place to catch up with all things Melbourne. If you enjoy this content and want more inside access from the team, make sure you visit the club website.
But let's get the players' perspective, because your boys on Friday night, Jono, are going up against the Demons 1v2. It's a game we've been waiting for weeks, and we finally get there. Who knows what it's going to look like at Marvel Stadium tomorrow night, but it's going to be an absolute corker. And I reckon if you're Bayley Fritsch, you're very, very keen to get to this one and see what you're up against. Bayley, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Going very well, thank you. Now, I know that every game is an important one, but from afar, we've been waiting for this one for a couple of weeks because you've been in hot form, both of your teams. Is it something you get excited about as well when you get a chance to play in big games against great opposition?
Yeah, definitely. I think, sorry, as a player, you want to play in the big games, and obviously, 1v2 it doesn't get much bigger than that. So, really looking forward to tomorrow night.
Has the loss on the weekend affected the dynamic at the D's this week? Everything's been rolling so well, and we've been able to speak to Big Maxie every couple of weeks here on the Breakfast Club, and he's very open, saying there's it's a pretty regular routine at the D's down there at Casey these days, without too much fanfare or distress. Has the loss changed that, or is it the same again?
Nah, it's been the same again. We reset every week and review the game, whether we win or we lose. So business is normal this week, and as I said, we're looking forward to this week.
Bayley, what is it from last week that you sat back as a team and went, look, we need to immediately fix this so that we can defeat the Dogs this week?
Yeah, I think they just rebounded really well off half back. Our entries weren't great, probably were a bit shallow, and to Adelaide's credit, as I said, they rebounded really well, and it put our defence under a lot of pressure. So we'll be looking to rectify that this week, and obviously the Doggies are probably going to bring that same sort of dynamic. So hopefully we can rectify that tomorrow night.
Does it still sting? I mean, it was one of the most dramatic games of the year, and you could have very easily pinched it at the end. You could have very easily won by 4 or 5 goals when you were 16 points up late in the match. When you reflected on it, even thinking about it now, is it gone? Is it out of the memory bank, or is it still there?
No, it's still there. Every loss stings, and that sort of gets us going for tomorrow night. Adds a little bit more fire. So, we were disappointed. We had, as you said, we had opportunities to win the game, but to Adelaide's credit, they took that opportunity, and we obviously come away as a loss. But we've reviewed it really hard, and we're looking forward to this week.
Bayley, your own form's been sensational this year. Even last year, you led the goal king at the D's with 22. You're already at that position now yourself. From an individual point of view, do you have a target in mind of 40 plus for the year to assist the D's going a long way?
No, I don't think too much about goals like that. I just try and have my defence at the forefront of my mind, and if my defence is really good, then normally I get my offensive opportunities on the back of that. So going into a game, I'm sort of just trying to defend really well and communicate and try to be a leader of the forward line, and hopefully I get the opportunities off the back of that. But not too much about the goals. Although they are nice.
Bayley, they are, and I'm trying to change the dynamic of the way forwards talk within the game, honestly. We talk too much as forwards about, I've got to defend first, Bayley. We need to start to shift this momentum to, yes, defence is important, but my job is to stand on the back of the opposition, to kick as many goals as I possibly can, to get the score on the board to win. Start changing it for us, Bayley.
Yeah, I know. We all love a snag. You love the snag when you play, but obviously we've got to sort of chat about defence these days. But no, don't get me wrong, I do love kicking a snag.
Hey, Bayley, in all seriousness, because we've spoken about you a lot on this program this year, particularly with Max when he comes on with us every fortnight. Has something changed in your game? Are you playing a different role? Are you leading to different spots? Why are the goals now flowing? Or is it as simple as Melbourne playing better?
Oh, I guess it comes off the back of the team going really well. But I sort of sat down with my forwards coach, Greg Stafford, and I think a massive growth in my game has been trying to become, I guess, a young leader of the forward line, and me being engaged in setting up my teammates and making sure everyone's in the right positions has really made my game flourish, and hopefully I can continue to build on that going forward.
I reckon you would have been one of the blokes when Goody's talking about playing a forward half game, just a quiet little fist pump underneath the table there in the room or the theatre at Melbourne when he's going, yes, that means more ball in our half. I'll get more snags here. This is good business for us. Good business.
Yeah, definitely.
There's been a lot of great stories out of the D's this year, and you're one of them, I reckon. That's why we think it's good to get a chance to chat to you. But who's been one of the stories of the year from your perspective, one of the standouts?
I think he's been a standout for a couple of years now, but he's starting to get the recognition as Christian Salem off halfback. He sets us up really well off halfback, but also his ball use under pressure is unbelievable. And I think we missed that a little bit on the weekend. But yeah, hopefully we can get him back this week. And yeah.
Do you know much about what the future might look like? Are you getting told anything from the footy club regards to this latest COVID situation?
No, I haven't actually. I'm on my way to the club now. So obviously we copped an email yesterday and just said we're in lockdown. But yeah, I'm guessing we'll find out a little bit more today. But yeah, haven't heard a heap. Just that we're in lockdown and yeah, I'm obviously on my way to a captain's run training session that I think is going to run as normal today.
When you get that email, what's the emotion that strikes you straight away? Is there something that kicks in?
I was actually out on the golf course just on the 18th hole, so sort of jumped in the car and got home. But I think as a club, we're willing to adapt to anything, and obviously the health and safety is what we want for the players and supporters and everyone involved in footy in general. But no, we're in good spirits, and we're just looking forward to tomorrow night.
What do you think the biggest threats are coming up against the Dogs? What do you have to stop?
Obviously, they run off half-back. I think their midfield's been unbelievable. Their contested footy to get, the likes of Bontempelli, McRae on the outside, and then they've also got a pretty good forward line as well, so they're a pretty complete side. So we'll have to be at our best tomorrow night.
Well, it's going to be an interesting game, no doubt about that, Whitey.
Now, I've got two quick questions for you, Bailey. Where did you play golf yesterday, and how did you go?
I remember out at Gardener's Run in the yard.
Oh, nice.
I'm not sure.
Very nice course.
I've actually just got back playing since I broke my hand a couple of weeks ago, so I had 32 points, so not too bad.
Off a handicap of?
13.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. And did your brother give it to you after kicking that big bag for Coldstream more than you've kicked this year? Maybe one game.
Yeah, I think he's kicked about 56 goals now in about 5 or 6 games. So, yeah, he's going all right. So, yeah, I've definitely heard about it.
So you should. If you're kicking bags of 20, you should be living off that forever. Last one before I let you go, Bailey, I'm an admirer of your hair. I've got none. I've got zero hair. I'm a bald man with no possibilities, but I look at you and I just sit there with great envy. How much product and what sort of product are you putting into that to keep it so beautiful game day?
It's a massive talking point, actually. I might have to get rid of it, I think. But, no, I like it. I don't use a heap of product, but although on game day I have to put a bit extra in just so it doesn't get in my eyes too much. But yeah, I do love the hair.
There's nothing wrong with that hair. Don't worry about that. It's a magnificent thing, and you should use as much as you need to keep it sitting up straight and getting the job done. Just like I'm
back in 2014 when you emceed the Eastern Footy League as well. So you've been on it for a few years.
Jeez, did I have hair back then? Did I?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Well, I'm not sure if it's a positive or a negative, Bailey, but I'm glad you remember. And now I get to watch you do your thing, and it's pretty cool to do it, going gangbusters with the Demons. Good luck to you tomorrow night, mate. It's going to be a great game. Look forward to seeing you dominate.
Too easy. Thanks, guys.